What is good? What is good, my good YouTube people, man? We're back for another anime Chainsaw Man chapter and a little bit of a heartfelt chapter because we already know Yoru's motivation for fighting was, we thought it was something like ego and she wanted more power, but to see that she wanted her allies to be freed from Chainsaw Man, it kind of did hit hard home. I said, damn, Yoru's not as mean or as hard or as devil-like as I thought. Then I remember who our allies were, which was World War II, nuclear war, and Nazis. Yes, Yoru wants to bring back the Nazis. I was like, damn. That was a punch in the gut when you realize it. But all in all, I would say this was a very good chapter. I like the little bit of depth we got of Yoru. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my opinion of Yoru has not changed too much with this realization. I always thought Yoru was somewhat serious but stupid at the same time. But now I want to replace the word stupid for childish. I've come to see that now. It's kind of like, it's like a little headcanon theory, but like maybe because war is still fresh in this world, she's still fresh of mind. Like, because Yoru just acts like that was like the tantrum in which I have to be changed something because I wanna was, I'm not gonna lie, I like it, but at the same time I say very childish. It's interesting. Maybe, like I said, maybe because it's so fresh in the world that war is kind of a new thing to them now, that she herself is kind of fresh in this world. I will at least compared to other horsemen like Makina. But on the topic of the flashback with Yoru and Asa, I truly did like Asa asking Yoru about her end-all be-all goal. Like, what does she plan to do after all this, and is the goal worth pursuing? It feels odd, at least it feels like opposite day, because I feel like this is something Yoru would have with Asa, as in Asa kind of like puts herself in situations where she doesn't truly know where she wants to go, but she's just in there and she has to move regardless. And it's nice to see that Asa's the one asking the question, because in a way I feel like it's a slight growth. I can't fully explain, but I feel like it's a step up from where she was. Not saying she wasn't a mature character. It's just it feels good coming from her than anyone else. But that leads us to the big question now. Yoru being a mother, and a mother of two. Who would have known? She's so young. We didn't see this coming. And her children being the Gun and Tank Devil. Now, my main question for this is like, is this something that happens within the world, or just like a one-off event? Like, if you can just think about it a little bit, you can say that tanks and guns automatically can lead back to war. Honestly, no matter where they go. If you think of like guns as just a means of defense, like you defend yourself from war, same with tanks. Like these two things, if you have a circle, with some will go into each other and play into each other in some way, shape, or form. But war most likely either equaling or being the outcome of these two creations. So in some way you can understand that Yoru can be their mother, and if you let your mind stress a little bit, it's not out of the world, it's not like crazy stupid. But my question is like, is this like a concept of the whole world, or is it just like a one-off thing with Yoru specifically? Because like I said, with the mouth devil, mouths are just two lips. So like if the mouth devil was ever in control, it said lips, come to me now. Like, is that like how this world works? Like, are all byproducts just something else or something else? Another point we're considering is that like, when you look back in the flashback, when you was talking about tank and gun, she takes them very seriously. Because when Asa compared like her whole house to that, she said don't compare them to those meaningless things. Like, she seems to care about these two very much. So it kind of just brings into question, what would happen if she were to lose and these two weapons were to be destroyed? Like, what truly would happen to them? Would they no longer exist, or would they become like significantly weaker? Like, it's like we don't know. And now I'm thinking more about her ability. Her main power is just turning things into weapons. But when weapons take a form of their own, I guess they kind of do become her children. Because it kind of just implies that Yoru herself is like the full product of all of that. And my final note, I like to talk about my fan theory and how she wants Chainsaw Man / Denji to throw up two Pacific names. I've been talking about this theory for like last 3 chapters now, and I'm tired of talking about it. So pretty much, I'm just gonna play a clip from my review of chapter 175. I said in my previous chapter that it's gonna be fam. I hate to repeat myself, but back during the Denji dismemberment arc, she did something in which she said elbow and put something there, and it was made notice to our attention. And we still have other aspects that Chainsaw Man has eaten, such as Sundrum Syndrome and Soa. We still don't know what any of these things are. I believe these don't exist in the real world, so Tatsuji has enough creativity to do whatever he wants with them. All the other aspects that they mainly align with war and death, but Soa and Sundrum Syndrome could be fams, and this could be the aspect of her power that was weakened with her fight with Chainsaw Man back in hell. So these could be the things that Fam wants Chainsaw Man to puke out, because she did tinker with his body, some way, some form, at least Denji's body. And we haven't seen the payoff for that yet, and there's no way Fam is just gonna sit there and do nothing. And that's pretty much it, guys. What did you guys think of this chapter? Like I said, I thought it was nice. It's gonna be another 2 weeks till we get that next chapter. But yeah, I feel like what we got here is hype enough to get us ready for the next chapter. But with that, I'll let you guys like, comment, subscribe. It's been B3, and stay animated.